So in this video, we're going to talk about where these attacks come from spiritually. From these crazy motherfuckers, bro. And like spiritual attacks, most of the time are silent. It's something that you can see it and you can feel it. People can send you bad energy just by looking at you, just by being in their presence. And it comes from these crazy individuals, like who just hate you for no reason. Like they just hate you for literally no reason at all. And there's levels to hate, folks. There's levels to it. Usually when you're doing something pretty good, you're going to get hated on by people who are kind of less and won't do as much as you do. It's usually what it is. Like the life you're living is just different than the life they're living, and they can't accept you, but you can accept them. Like they're not okay with what you're doing, even though you're doing good things. That's just how they think. That's just what it is. Like there's nothing denying this fact. You can see it clear as day. Bro, if you guys have the gift that I have, you can literally tell why someone does not like you just by the way they look at you. Like you could tell why. Like, bro, sometimes I wear something and I go somewhere, and I can tell the person who don't like me, they don't like me just because what I wear. Sometimes. It might be some person working at the cashier. Like I go to get my stuff and it's like, I know for a fact if I was wearing something different or maybe lesser good looking, they wouldn't care. It's because I'm wearing this, it makes me look good. They hate that. They will send you this little spiritual attack. And like I said, there's levels to it, but this is just an example of many different kinds and many different ones that you can experience. A big reason why it's good to get out of your hometown as well is because if you're a chosen one and you make a lot of changes in your life, oh man, the spiritual attacks are going to be endless, bro. When I first started off out of my journeys, like it was ridiculous. Like it was absolutely ridiculous. The attacks were endless. Like they were literally stalking my pages. They were like talking about me 24/7 behind my back in these groups and stuff like that. People used to know. And the slander and the gossip and the lies. Like that's next level hate. That's next level spiritual attacks. They're doing everything to put you down. But if you're strong enough, if you're tough enough, you will withstand every ounce of that. It's not going to get you down. It can discourage you. It can make you feel bad, but it's not going to get you down. And it's not going to keep you down. Like you're going to experience all that stuff. And you're still going to keep going. You're still going to keep going. You're still going to keep going. And it ain't going to get good if you don't keep going for years and years and years, because over those years, you prove yourself right and you prove them wrong. The spiritual attacks might start to slow down from these people because the more they talk about you, the more they speak about you, the stupider they sound and look to everyone else who they're lying to you about. They're lying to everyone else about you is what I mean. It's going to kind of start to stop. But you can still get them from other people. You can still get them from other people that is just around. And this is what all chosen ones will experience. You'll never experience these things if you're just being like everyone else and doing what everybody else is doing. Like you're absolutely just going to fit in to those dynamics of whatever is going on. No one's going to care. No one's going to send you those bad vibes. The bad vibes come when you set yourself apart, when you do things in life. That's when they don't like you, because you're going to different levels. You're demanding so much from yourself, and it's not a personal thing. It's not like you're doing this to be better than everybody else. You're doing this because you're on destiny. You're trying to accomplish what you were set out to do on earth and what God put you here to do. It has absolutely nothing to do with anybody else. There's people, bro, that have like little to nothing that I could get along with. And sometimes that can happen and sometimes it just can't. Because if you're doing things, if you're achieving things, people start to act a little bit weird. But I can get along with the people who don't act weird. It don't really matter. And the truth is, most people who have so much less than you might have and have achieved so much less than you've achieved, a huge percentage of the time they're going to be a hater. Which is why we got to get around more people who's kind of on our level. Otherwise, it ain't going to work. Like, some people have a fixed mindset. They're not okay that you're that guy. They're not okay that you have done as much as you've done. Like, something hurts them about it. Instead of being okay with it, instead of accepting it, they have to be weird about it. And it's like, why are you even thinking this way? That's the crazy part. It's like, why do people even have to think that way? Can we just not live in the moment? But no, they gotta be weird. They gotta think of weird shit and send you weird vibes and these spiritual attacks. Bro, I'm telling you, that's what it is. That's what it is. And it don't feel good. But they don't want to make you feel good. They see something in you that makes them feel bad. It's like you're basically flashing a card of greatness right in their face whenever you come by. It's basically what you're doing. But you're not trying to do that. It's just what it is. And they don't like that that's happening. They don't like how you make them feel. So they want to send you this bad energy. Which is crazy. But that's why we just don't fit in together. That's why we'll never get along. We'll never see eye to eye. We'll never be boys. We'll never be in a relationship. There's girls like this, bro, that's against you. There's so-called friends that are against you. Like, that's just what it is. They can't possibly come in your presence and be comfortable. They can't possibly come in your presence and have a real conversation. They're going to be all fidgety and weird, and that's how it is. Instead of just being who they are and you're being who you are, they can't. For some reason, they can't have that happen. Meanwhile, all these spiritual attacks start to happen. Looking back, bro, I got them in school. I got them in a million different places. I still get them to this day, just in random ass places. People kind of know, have an idea of, F this guy. He's done this. They can just get a look at you and get a read on you and like, wow, he looks successful, or he is successful, or instead of accepting, this person looks good. This person's doing it. They have to be all mad about it. Be all rageful about it. It's these raging narcs, bro. It's the people who don't become who they're supposed to be. When you're a human being that you're actually supposed to be and have become, you're going to trigger all these people and all these narcs that are not who they're supposed to be. They are a human being of lack. They are a human being that has just not become. They just existed and just let time go on, and they didn't change themselves the way they probably should have, and they tell themselves bullshit so they don't have to change, and I just am who I am and all this bullshit. Like, Those are the stupidest people alive, bro. Those are the stupidest people alive. I just am who I am. You are who you are right now. Are you going to keep being that? Bro, I know people where I come from and they're like, I'm never going to change. I am who I am. I'm never going to change. Sucks to be you, pal. Somebody got to flip the burgers. Sucks to be you. Let me translate that for you. I'm too lazy to be disciplined, to make positive changes in my life. I am a sloth. I'm a slug. I think I'm good enough as I exist. I am just me. I don't have to change. I don't have to get any better. I don't have to become more likable. Yeah, you do. Everybody has work to do. Everybody has work to do. You're just not going to become better. You're just going to be a slug. Bro, these individuals, they just get more unlikable as the days go by. They're the same people that I used to know at the age of 16. They were better at 16, more clear-minded, more pure than they are in their 20s. If that's not failure, I don't know what is. Imagine having all those years and you only got worse. These are the same people that peak in high school that thought they were so cool and all this bullshit. You have a life in front of you and you can get better. You're just going to be a sloth. That's what it's going to be. In other words, a narc, because that's what they are. They don't become. They don't do enough. They just let time go on and nothing really changes. Look back at my life. So much has changed because I changed, because I put in the work. Nobody sees what I do. Only me and God have saw what I've done, what I put myself through. And I say that as an example. Bro, stay away from the people who refuse to change, because I am who I am. It's stubbornness. It's stupidity as well. I'm never gonna change. I just am who I am. I just am who I am. Buddy, you can change. Like, you can do better. You can be more likable. You can have more humility. You know that, right? You could be more down to earth. You could be in a better mood. You could be more clear-minded. Magical. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, da, da, da. Oh. You could. You really could. But you're so lazy and stubborn. You won't. These are the same people that will spiritually attack you for growing as a person. Because you look better every time they see you. You know why? Because you're doing the work. That's why. And they just think, drinks, party, ruining yourself, ruining everything, ruining your life, being an narc. That's what it is. You got shit to do. Everybody does. And everyone who don't want to do shit is going to be a narc. You've fallen off from grace. You're like the fallen angel. I'm going to take you to 7th layer of hell. And fly back up to heaven where I belong. I know that. As for these individuals, God is not impressed with you. He's not. He's frowning upon you. He's looking down and he's almost in tears. Damn. My creation, and this is what it's come to? Another fallen angel. Down to the 7th layer of hell. Damn. You are the one, bro, that's going to get spiritually attacked by these types of people. They just can't handle the truth. They can't handle the light. They cannot handle what's real. They can't. I can be here, calm as anything. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm listening. Say whatever you need to say. Because I'm listening. Don't make me out to be a bad person. I'm listening what you have to say. These people will find any excuse to point the finger at you, when the truth itself is God. That's why people love my channel. Because the truth is the truth, and there's no getting around it, away from it, anything. Your life will pan out what it's supposed to be if you live in truth. But if you live the lie, if you tell yourself certain things, if you tell yourself it's all right to be undisciplined, if you tell yourself, you know what, it's all right to do these things, it's all right to do that, that's living the lie. You're living the lie. You're drinking the red Kool-Aid. It's not okay. There's a lot of things people do that they tell themselves it's okay, that it's just not. Like it's not the truth. Is it the truth? You know what? I can respect people who do bad things, and you know what? I'm killing myself right now, man. Like, I'm smoking and it's bad for me, but at least they have just given up. And that's what they accept. That's their fate. They accepted it. Cool. But do not lie to yourself. Don't live the lie. Because it's going to haunt you forever. Forever. It's going to haunt you. You have to live in the truth. You have to tell yourself the truth. And if you don't, it's not going to be good. I mean, do you think so? Do you think so? What you mad about? I didn't even do nothing to you. Yeah, what you mad about? You're going to be pissed off at yourself if you live the lie. If you drink that red Kool-Aid. Do not drink that shit. Do not. Tell yourself the truth. If you're messing up, if you're doing things and you know you shouldn't be doing it, deep in your core, but you tell yourself it's all right, that is a lie. You're lying to yourself. Therefore, you will not reap the rewards you should. You will fail. Time and time and time again. And time again. You would be amazed at how life can turn out if you just tell yourself the truth. Even people who just have given up on themselves, who do bad things and admit to it, and they even live better lives than people who lie to themselves all the time. That's worse than anything else on earth. Telling yourself the truth is a must. Is a must. And what's crazy too, bro, is some people that, like I was saying earlier, that tell themselves, I ain't never gonna get better. I ain't never gonna change. And all these things. Like, bro, some of those people really believe they don't have to, and they're good enough as they are. They will get results as they are. Bro, those are the people that time is going to go on and nothing, absolutely nothing is going to happen. Like, you have to change yourself. You're good enough as you exist, as you are right now. This version of yourself, next year at this time, absolutely has to be different. That's the goal. There's no point in even looking back at who you are right now and saying, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that. There's just no point. All you can do is what you have with the rest of your life. The days are in front of you, which is why I tell you guys all the time on this channel. Focus on the 24 hours that you have in front of you right now. Right now. It's what you're doing right now. It's what you're doing with every single day. That's what it's about. And when you're that person, the attacks from these narcs are going to be endless because you're not with them, bro. You're not doing what they're doing. Like you're living now. You're living with purpose now. You're getting results now. Oh. Yeah. And they will never touch a speck of what you touch. You can touch gold all day, every day. Marble. All they can touch is gravel, rocks. And they hate. And they attack the chosen ones who can touch the gold, who can touch the marble, who can touch the finer things. But they got rocks. They got lumps of coal for Christmas. A lot of what life is it comes down to telling yourself what you tell yourself. So you better be telling yourself the right shit. You better be making the right moves. Instead of being stubborn, instead of being a stubborn human being, oh, I ain't never gonna change. I ain't never gonna do this. I ain't never gonna do that. Like, what is that gonna do? Like, do you really think you're that badass? Do you really think you're that good? I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna get way better than I am right now because I'm not good enough right now for what I wanna be. That's why I'm gonna keep getting better. This is accountability. It's refreshing to hear, isn't it? But a lot of people today, oh, I ain't never gonna change. I ain't never gonna do the work to change. I ain't never gonna do this. I ain't never gonna do that. I'll never be that disciplined. They're not lying. Like they're not. They're not going to. And it's not gonna end well for these people. It's already over. It's already done. You're done. Do you want to be done? Like, guys, last thing for this video. Ask yourself right now. Do it, please. Are you done? Are you done? You giving up? You gonna throw in the towel, bro? You done? I ain't fucking done. It don't matter how I feel. It don't matter what's going on. I ain't never done. I'm here till death itself. I ain't done. I ain't close to done. I ain't never gonna be done. You done? You done? You better not be done. Because there's more to do. There's improvements to be made. And by making the right decisions, by making the right improvements, you can ultimately live the life that you were supposed to. And if you don't, you can go down to the 7th layer of hell. And you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there with the narcs and the flying monkeys. Going around hell. People shooting and fire rocket launchers at your shit, bruh. You'd be lit on fire down there. You don't want to be there. You want to be in peace. You want to be in peace. And you know what takes peace? Sacrifice. Because if you don't sacrifice and you think you can live a delusional, degenerate life, you're going to pay for it down there. You're going to pay for it. So pay the price like Jesus Christ. God willing, God bless. We'll see you at the top.